Hello, everyone, and as always, welcome back to Strategy Gaming Dojo, where we find, learn, and play one more turn of the great strategy games. And today I'm going to take a first look at WEGO World War II Stalingrad, and this one's really caught my attention because it's got two of my favorite things. That is a WEGO system, and it's World War II Stalingrad. So you know I like that. But the WEGO system, one of the reasons I go back and forth when it comes to War in the East 2, which is such a great game, and War in the Pacific, as far as what's my favorite game, and sometimes I'll say War in the Pacific is because it is WeGo. And if you're not familiar, I'm sure most of you are, but if you're not familiar, most turn based games, obviously, one side goes, then the other side goes. In WeGo, you put in your orders and it all happens at once. And I just think it adds a real unpredictability to a game that I really enjoy. I enjoy all those Asiad games where they're all WeGo in that sense, and War in the Pacific is all WeGo. And so I really like that combat resolution after you put in your orders and kind of the tension of what's going to happen. I have no idea. So I like that. But this game is being developed by the same group that did the Desert War games, and I know that some of you like those games. So it's Desert War 1940 to 1942. I think that's more of an operational level game, and this is going to be more a little down on the strategic tactical level. And so I did not get a chance to play that Desert War game. I just didn't. I mean, it's nothing against the game. I have no idea if it's any good or not. It's just not one I've had a chance to play. Maybe I'll go back and play it because, like I said, I love the WeGo games. But they've got this new game coming out that looks so interesting to me. And when I saw this development diary go up on the Matrix site, I said, "Oh man, I've got to alert everybody to this game because this looks really, really interesting." And so, if we look down here, there's a few screenshots. They don't have a video or anything up yet, not that I'm aware anyway. Uh, but they do have this first development diary, and you should go read it if you're interested in this game. But they go down and explain what WeGo is, which I guess I just did very quickly. But then it shows, and you can see down here, your German units. It's the classic NATO symbols. The Soviet units, the same. And then it talks about three different types of move to defend, move to attack, and road movement. And I guess the screen, you can bring up what all of the current orders are. And so you're going to put these orders in, and they will move to contact. They'll move to a place and just defend. They'll move to attack. They'll move down a road if you're a little bit back in the back and you want to move up towards the front. And yeah, so Shift M will show all planned moves. Okay. Then there are different battle types. There are planned attacks where you've got adjacent units, and here's a really nice screen here to kind of show you what's going on with the different attack types or battle types. And so you can have planned attacks or ad hoc attacks. Well, just like in a Grigsby game, when you have planned attacks or quick attacks, we call them, where you just hit with a little bit of a probing force. It looks like you can do both types here. And then there are several ad hoc attacks, meeting engagements, ambushes, overruns, and that all happens during the turn execution, right? So let's say we're playing the Germans, we'll be putting in all of these orders. Well, the Soviet AI, or I guess the Soviet human, you can play by email, will be putting in their orders, and who knows what's going to happen. And I love the unpredictability of it all. As it says here, the fog of war plays a major role in these WeGo games. Here's why. When planning moves, you could accidentally encounter enemy units. Yep, that's how it works. You can see there's a lot of level of detail here when it drills down into the units. Gives you a lot of information. Looks like an anti-air component. Their heart, fighting ability probably here, or how much fighting strength they still have left, their morale. I'm just assuming, having played a million of these types of games, right? But if you go down, I mean, this is really nice. I mean, they give you a lot of information. Looks like there's going to be a lot that goes into each battle, and then it's got the classic board game counters that any of you that have played many board games or Grigsby games, etc., know these counters very, very well. But this just looks really, really interesting to me. it's got a chance if it's done well to be one of my favorite games of all time because it just wraps up so much of what I like about wargaming. Let's hope. Let's hope. And now that they're putting out development diaries, it probably, I mean, I would assume it's going to come out this year. I can't imagine they're going to put out dev diaries for a couple of years for a game like this, right? It's not a Paradox game where you may get it 6 years from now. This one will probably be coming out, I would assume, sometime in the summer. I really, really hope it does, and we will be covering it and giving it a shot. I'll give it a fair shot on the channel, and I'm gonna hope it ends up being one of our favorites. But I just wanted to show it to you, let you know that this is in the works and it's something that's going to be coming down our way sometime soon. And I can't wait. This has been Strategy Game Dojo. I'll talk to you next time. Have a good one.